Let's do that one. Okay, testing. Okay, that should work. So now it's recording. Okay, good. I can hear it. Yeah, all right. So apparently it hadn't um it took away the source, and that must have happened when I restarted my computer. So should be able to hear me now. I don't know if Miss Non Sequitur can hear me. Now that's a problem. So let's see here. Um, I would like to make it. Let's see. I want to pull this so that it's a little more visible, and that's a little more visible. Do it like that, and then we'll shrink it. There, that'll work. Okay. Yeah, lovely until it isn't, Randall. Um, I'm gonna reset and see if Miss Non Sequitur could hear me. Reset Discord, that is, not the stream. The stream's fine.
Can
Okay,
I
can you
hear
hear
you
me?
now?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Oh, good. Okay. Glad to hear it. All right, so let's see if if you can be heard.
Oh, good idea. Okay, I think I can. Hold on, let me check.
Yep, you are being
Yes.
recorded. Julio. Oops, I
Yeah,
was
you
knocked
saw
over.
me making an embarrassment of myself on another live stream tonight. How was it? Not too
You were
cringe?
you were amazing. You were no embarrassment. Um,
Well, Iris came in a couple times, and I'm not sure that was entirely kosher because she kind of took me by surprise and climbed up on my lap before I expected her to do that. But well, next time I'll make sure that I live stream when if I know I'm going to be on camera when I have somebody to wrangle the child.
true,
Speaking of
true.
which, child, you are definitely supposed to be in bed right now.
Yeah, it's 10 o'clock where you are. I'll
Bed, bed.
pull up the stream on my phone so I can see the chat.
Oh, I bet you don't feel good. It's an hour past your bedtime. I never feel good an hour past my bedtime.
It depends on what you're
No,
feeling.
when it's an hour past my bedtime, I feel awful. I feel tired and cranky and kind of gross. So go to bed, go to sleep, and you'll feel better tomorrow.
Here we go. Now I've got,
No, I think you better go to bed. Close the door on your way out, little miss.
here we go.
Little Miss Independence, I tell you what.
Um, we have Ryan and Randall in the chat with us. So lovely to have you guys with us.
What
And
kind of
I am tonight we're gonna do Baldur's Gate. Um, and while we're playing, we're gonna be talking about anything uh that would cause pure chaos. So, I kind of like the idea of being totally chaotic and calm at the same time. That sounds fun to me. Um, and oh my gosh, I can't believe I don't have you as a moderator. You should totally be a moderator.
Helen said something along those same lines during the stream. I was trying to put up a link, and I'm like, I can't put up a link.
Oh, I,
And she's like,
I
"Oh, you're
can't.
not a moderator?"
Yeah, that's so silly. I guess it's because the last time you were in the live chat was when I
It's been a
just
few weeks.
started. Yeah.
Yeah, because my
So,
my computer was down, and when I was doing it on my phone, I was just listening in
right.
Discord. I wasn't watching the
Hmm.
the stream too. I like it much better this way. I like to watch you play.
Oh, I love
Well,
being
I
able
grew
to.
up with brothers, and I was never allowed to play with them the video games. So, I either enjoyed watching or didn't enjoy video games at all. And well, I always enjoyed watching.
Yeah,
I
I
like to
definitely.
watch.
I had the same thing with uh games that I either wasn't allowed to play or that I didn't really know how to play. Um,
Hmm.
and so I would ask my brother if I could watch him play all the time. He would always act annoyed by it, but he would end up getting into it uh after a little while. So,
Yeah, I never got into like I've gotten into a few video games, but it's always been kind of a passing fancy type of thing. Like I'll be really into it for a little while,
mhm.
and then it'll fade, and then maybe I'll come back to it now and again. But I've video games have never been like a strong hyper focus for me. But I just always love watching other people play,
Mm,
especially as the graphics have gotten so freaking gorgeous.
right?
I mean, it's like
Yeah,
watching a movie.
especially games like Baldur's Gate. Like they really
Hmm.
it's the whole point is to be cinematic. Like that was definitely their
Yeah.
goal. Yeah. Um, so Randall brought up if anyone here made it to the protests on Saturday. Um, I yeah,
No,
I personally
I did
couldn't,
not
but
myself.
yeah.
Yeah, I really heat does terrible things to my body. Terrible, terrible, terrible things. And so really protests in the summer, which is when most of the protests are, aren't really a thing I can physically do, unfortunately. I wish they were because I really want to go to a bunch of them, but I just heat really f's me the heck up.
Yeah. Yep. You and me both, for sure. The obviously the temperatures have been very hot here. Like
Mhm.
it's always 90s is just like the norm.
Yeah.
And then when it hits midday, it climb up to 100. It's just no bueno. Gosh, why is
Well,
this?
it's mostly just been getting into the mid 90s here midday, but for me, that's just too much. And,
It, of
like
course.
I would kill to go to the ARC protest in a couple weeks. I would love to. But it's just I just know that my body would not be able to handle it. Like if money were not an object and I could go and just hang out with people outside and like hang I'd stay in the hotel for the protest itself and watch that on live stream, but just hang
Yeah.
out all the way the rest. I would totally do that.
Yeah, have it all be like an indoor thing. That's also why I couldn't like after I got sick, I couldn't participate in a lot of the every time they were like My brother and sister-in-law, they'd be like, "Oh, we're having an outdoor birthday party," and
Oh yeah.
I'm like, "That's great," and they're like, "Well, we know that you probably can't go, but we thought we'd invite you anyway." Like, okay, so
I
you knew what you were
mean,
doing.
thanks, I guess. Randall, what travel restrictions?
Uh, I wanted to, but unfortunately, South Jersey had a fire, and it made the air quality here real bad. Plus, I wasn't feeling well. That's Ryan. Randall says between work and my travel restrictions, kill any chance of going to protests. And then
Oh
Ryan
yeah,
has no clue what an ask is doing.
I should have
Um,
actually read comment I was asking about.
well, so usually the live chat, like I have it all set up on every setting possible for the live chat
Hmm.
to replay, but occasionally there's a glitch and it's not available. Um, so just in case, I go ahead and read out the names who's doing it, and in
Yes,
the off
yes.
chance
Good,
that there's another glitch.
good advice.
So
So
Randall
yeah,
had
if
travel restrictions. Interesting.
yeah, Randall said between my work and my travel restrictions. Oh, okay.
Oh, bad
I'm on a
decisions.
restricted
Okay.
license because bad decisions. Yeah.
Okay.
We all make those. I've made a lot of them. Lots of bad decisions.
Understandable.
Very understandable. We all make bad decisions when we're not in great places.
So something that I wanted to do. Let's see here. First, let's sort some things. This should be in there. And
You know, I get why they do the whole breathing thing for like these avatars, but at the same time, it always seems just a bit exaggerated.
right, just a bit, a little exaggerated. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, we're moving our arms and shoulders and everything. Yeah.
Yes, I get it. You're not just a static character. Okay, but be less
Like, look
weird.
at the,
Ooh,
yeah.
hello.
Yeah, she's always a
A
fan
date.
favorite.
Which way to the nearest library?
On my main campaign, he was the first guy I tried romancing.
I
Um,
like the purple.
Lae'zel also seems to be a favorite.
Nice.
I
Very
personally don't see
much.
uh,
The long
just because
road
I don't
ahead.
like Lae'zel's
The
personality.
things,
But
well, I mean, but the things she could do with that flaming sword, I mean,
okay, so what I wanted to do was I wanted to look up how I could multi-class a bard and a rogue.
yes, Andrew, flame on. On a completely unrelated note, did anyone see they're doing a new Naked Gun movie? I did not see that. How can they without what's his name? Oh, I'm blanking right now. Oh my gosh, I see his face so clearly in my head.
I know
The
nothing about
star
Naked
of
Gun.
the original Naked Gun movies. Um, there you go. Yes, Leslie Nielsen. How can they do Naked Gun without Leslie Nielsen? Thank you, Ryan. I don't know. I don't know if that's how you spell it, but you nailed it. So
I
what are we
want to
doing?
see.
What quest? Are you are we questing?
So, uh, we, I might actually have to respec because I didn't know how I was supposed to do multi-classing. I wanted to do multi-class bard rogue thing, but I didn't know
Mhm.
how to do it. And then I found out that I was supposed to be doing it when I enter the level up screen. And now that I know that, there's actually an area. Do I have enlarge, reduce one of those? I thought I saw someone with that. I might be thinking of
Lost in thought.
I might be thinking of something else. I doubt he has it.
Waiting's getting to me. If we left, we
Yeah,
could
he
at least make a run for it.
definitely doesn't have it. Okay, so what I'm gonna do,
Still breathing, despite everything.
what I'm gonna do, so yeah, I can't change character creation, but I can change. Why would they have it like that? That's so weird. Let's look at my character sheet real quick. Oops. That's not that. Here we go. Yeah. So they did not what I did. I took off a lot of intelligence so that I could get some extra strength.
And Pamela Anderson too. Okay, I'm starting to think that this new Naked Gun movie might not suck. I mean, Liam Neeson, not sure how he can do comedy, but I know Pamela Anderson can do comedy.
Providing some useful combat support. Like
Can't
everything.
keep the goblins out forever.
Okay.
This is no fortress and we're no warriors.
Level 1. So what did they do?
Hello, Maya.
Maya, we're getting all kinds of people in here.
I know you are so popular, Vic. Everybody loves Vic.
Oh, but I love everybody.
Well, I mean, that's part of the reason why everybody loves you, to be fair.
It's so lovely to
You're
see
just a
that.
darling.
I'm so glad that everybody's here. Yeah, so I'm sure it's pretty boring for me trying to look up. I just didn't think about this until like the last minute when I was like, I should probably look up how to multi-class a
Hey,
bard.
don't stress. You know what? People are here because we want to hear you and hang out with you, whatever you're doing. So you just do your thing and we will enjoy your company. That's what we're here for.
Aw. I think in hand crossbow. What do they do? What do they do for? Okay, okay, that looks about right. And then what? What's this? Keep... Looks like they're not multi-classing at all, are they?
Can't keep the goblins out forever. This is no fortress and we're no
Thief
warriors.
bard. I want a thief bard.
Okay, I am going to have to go away for a half sec because
Sure.
I cannot not watch this trailer that is labeled Liam Neeson is your witty daddy in Naked Gun's new trailer. Yes.
Go right ahead.
Thank you, clickbait. I am definitely clicking on that. So I will be right back.
Alrighty. Okay, let's see. How am I supposed to do this?
Waiting's getting to me. If we left, we could at least make a run for it.
This will let you take advantage of the shapeshifter's boon. I kind of don't see how they're using. So I'm looking at this guide, and I kind of don't see how they are using multi-classing. Like, I'm not seeing it come into. Like, it looks like they're just doing shit just as a bard. I don't see anything with. It just all looks like bard. Is there any point where rogue comes in? I see nothing. Well, I guess I'll just use the old one that I'm doing. And if I can multi-class later, I'll look at it, but yeah, I think maybe this is something that I'll have to look at when I'm doing other stuff. So, right now, I believe I'm College of Lore, aren't I? Yes, I'm College of Lore.
Waiting's getting to me. If we left, we could at least
I'm an
make a run for it.
entertainer. We entertain. Okay, so let's go ahead and do shit. Let's get fancy. So today we were gonna do, let's see, I see Jester. Hello, Jester. Let's see here. We've got, what's this? Get help from healer Nettie. That's a thing. I'm gonna kind of explore, see what happens when we explore. So today we're gonna be a little bit more chaotic. We're gonna be looking for things that are a little more mischievous. 1 foot, 2 feet, well met, wheel neat. A popular book of halfling children's rhymes and mnemonics compiled and archived by one Euphodor Great Quill.
Exposed now. How long until Roland shows off his thunder wave?
Depends. How many people are dead enough to
Interesting.
ask?
True.
Let's read this recruitment poster. A man and woman stand side by side in armor emblazoned with a red fist surrounded by flames. Find pride and purpose in the flaming fist. Join today and protect Baldur's Gate, led by Grand Duke Ulder Ravengard himself. You'll be tasked with guarding the city streets, protecting its people, and upholding the laws that govern us. Speak to any of our friendly fists throughout the city, or visit our headquarters at the Sea Tower of Baldur to find out how you can blaze a new career path today. I'm gonna just take that. That's 14 gold right there. And I'm gonna open this crate.
Okay. That was fantastic.
You like it?
Puns. So many terrible puns.
It sounds like it's just up your alley.
You know that I love things up my alley.
I must see.
Sorry, that wasn't that wasn't one of my better ones. But
I kind of got what you were trying to say
We're exposed now.
a little bit.
We've known
no,
enough grief for this
that
10-day
was
traveler.
I
Don't be the
actually
cause of more.
I think it might oh, hold on. Hey Jen. We are doing Gaming Gab with our lovely Viclet. You can
Oh.
join us if you want to watch her play Baldur's Gate. We're there on
I'm waiting on
YouTube.
someone, and you aren't
If you
here.
want
you
to
mind?
hang out with us.
Don't make me hurt you, boy.
Oh,
Too
I'm typing.
late. Looking at you is
The suspense
painful
is
enough.
killing me. Oh yeah. Okay, good. Let's drop a link. Hold on just a second and I will drop you a link. I will drop you a link right in the chat.
Get back, kid.
You don't have to do
I've
anything
already
but click
told
on
you
it.
I don't have it. How stupid are you?
We are happy to have you.
Only gonna ask you one more time, boy. Hand over my locket.
I don't have your ugly locket. I never seen it
There you
before.
go, babe.
Hand it over or I'll slap the teeth out of your head.
Let's see.
Vic is playing Baldur's Gate and oh shoot.
Which one should we do here? Don't you dare lay a finger on that child. You better do what he says, boy, or keep quiet and watch.
What is she like? What is her personality? What would she do?
She's a little mischievous. I think that she does tend towards, you know, the path of least resistance, but also doesn't like watching people come to blows for stupid reasons.
Is she willing to go around, do a different path if it is to save somebody else? I mean, like, is she a hero in that way?
She's like a chaotic hero. If you could, kind of like a Deadpool sort of thing, like anti-hero.
Then I would say, I mean, like, then I think don't lay a finger on the child, because I was dithering between keep quiet and watch and don't you lay a finger, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think maybe don't lay a finger.
Yeah. All right.
Jester is here!
We have Jester.
Yay!
You threatening me?
This is definitely what she would say. She said, "You're making threats to a child. Pull yourself together."
That is, yeah.
You don't understand. The kid stole my
That is
locket.
cringe,
Hey,
dude. Don't do
what the
that.
hell's this? These little devils get away with everything because of coddling bastards like you. You'll get yours someday. I hope I get to see it.
Maybe you will, but personally, I doubt it. See you around.
Coddling little bastards like you.
Oh, where'd the little dude go?
I like the little ragamuffin. He reminds me of my little ginger whippersnipper.
I was summoned.
You have been
You were
summoned.
summoned.
Did somebody say chaos?
Goblins. Oh,
We're
I
here
was just
for
gonna let it
chaos.
fall off, stick it in my satchel.
I love the chaos.
Ain't letting anyone here near
I
me.
have
Then sat and
come
watched while Zevlon
to do my
was
job and bring the chaos.
I see you have gone to the same school of evil laughter as I
Oh,
did.
very gracious of you. We
Well
expected a
played.
soft
I've
job.
been to many
Wanted to test the new
schools.
lad, maybe.
Many
Not a
schools.
bloody goblin nest.
That
Most
was a
people
very
turn tail at the
subtle
sight,
reference
but not you.
to
No.
Dr.
You
Horrible's
charged them.
sing-along vlog, in
Stupid
case anybody's wondering.
I've only seen a little bit of it, or like a little clip.
Oh my
So
god. Oh
I
my
saw
god.
it many years ago. So
You children, you fetuses, don't,
ma'am, I
you,
was like 15 when I saw it.
that's what I said, you fetus.
Yes. But I was not deletist. So
Well, and I am glad
These
about
weren't no
that.
normal goblins.
But
And
still,
Liam weren't no friend.
children
Why?
don't know the deep
Just
lore.
another raw
It's
recruit.
sad.
Thought he was in
It's
some
just, it's really
storybook.
sad.
I have seen it. I just saw it many moons ago.
Oh, well, okay, okay.
I
You were
Yeah.
educated well by somebody, but not well
If it
enough,
ain't the
or you would
fearless
have watched
goblin
it
slayer,
multiple
you sure you want
times
to be
by
seen
now.
with me?
I
Popular with this lot.
I watched a lot of things many
Thanks,
moons
Mum.
ago.
Now please do feck off.
Honestly, I have gotten to the point of my life, achieving middle age, where some of the
Yeah,
things
you
I
really
watched
saved the
and
day.
never watched
Now
again
I'm gonna
from
take the blame for leading the goblins
my
here.
earlier
I'm
days,
losing track of the
like
bloody druid.
pre-20s, I can
Alcin,
watch again and
He's a
enjoy them
leader around these parts.
almost
Or
as
was.
much
We've got a contract.
as I
track
originally
down
did
some
because
relic,
it's been
and he wanted in
so
on the job.
long.
Eyes lit up when he heard about it.
I have
Didn't
gotten
work
to the
out, though.
part
Goblins
where
got him
I've
when we were turning
watched
tail.
my
either digging
favorite
latrines or boiling
movie
a cookbook
so
by
many
now.
times that I have trouble
Job's all yours.
enjoying it anymore.
There's a wizard in Baldur's Gate that'll pay
Oh,
gold
no.
for a
The
relic
breaking
supposedly
point
buried round
was
these parts.
when
But gold ain't any use if you're too cold to spend it.
we
If I knew that. But look,
we were on this
if you're
trip
itching to meet Kellum, it's called the Knights.
and
Supposed
the
to be hidden under the
volume,
temple where the
like
goblins
the
slumped us.
speaker
I'd give you the map
on
and wish you a happy funeral.
the
But my mate Brian kept holding
laptop
it like his own
broke,
sodger.
but we wanted
Goblins made sure to the fat old chunk.
we
All I've
wanted
got's the
to
contract. It'll show you when
show
we
our
turn back,
friends
if you feel like dying.
finally get
Don't thank me.
friends of the family to
Sorry, hold on.
watch The
Kept
Princess
holding it
Bride.
like his own Dodger.
And
We're packing up.
Sorry,
And-
sorry to interrupt. I'm listening to you and reading the
yeah,
Thanks
game
to you.
too, and it just
Get out of my
just
face.
tickled my funny bone. Okay, go ahead. Continue. I'm sorry.
you're good. You're good. But we were on this trip. We wanted them to watch it, but the speakers on our laptop broke. We're like, okay, well, we'll see. We'll see how good.
Oh, you quoted along.
As the movie was playing, I did all of the lines and all of the voices for the Princess
Of
Bride.
course you did the voices.
And I got them all correct, and I realized that I had watched The Princess Bride to the point that I didn't need to watch it anymore.
Okay. Someday you and I are gonna watch The Princess Bride on silent together
Oh no.
as a challenge. Because I'm pretty sure I can do it too. For that one. I can probably also do it for Thoroughly Modern Millie. and
Question.
possibly the Labyrinth.
Have you watched... Ooh, The Labyrinth is a good one that I haven't watched enough times.
Yeah, I've been thinking about rewatching that sometime soon.
It's always a good
It,
one.
it's a very good
Always a good
one, but it
one.
reminds me of my first girlfriend and, well, first serious girlfriend. Which, you know, always leads to mixed things.
Yeah, the first time I saw, well, no, not the first time I saw the first Shrek, but I remember what my
And then I saw
most,
her face.
yeah, my most significant memory about the first Shrek was the first time I met my first husband, who is a great guy, and we are still friends, and you know, we have a child together and great relationship. But at the same time, there is never a time I could watch the original Shrek without tying it to that night, you know?
Yeah. All right.
And in
Arts
my
and
case,
crafts.
it's not a negative
They don't allow
connotation.
them in Baldur's
So,
Gate.
you know, it's not bad.
Cats,
But
though.
Eh,
A little orange cat. And a house.
it's not
it's still
exactly
a connotation that I'm not
negative.
always
Goes it
up to.
pleases.
And a high
It's
fence to
more
keep
like a thing where
eavesdroppers
it's like,
out.
like it was easy to watch The Labyrinth
Thanks.
when we were dating
I
because
suppose
she
we'll all need
owned
it.
the movie.
What about you? Big plans for when you get
Now
to the city?
I have to look it up and find where it's playing or rent it or try to buy it.
And that seems
And
like a lot of effort for something that
I think I've heard of
yeah,
that
it's a
place.
lot of effort
Something
for
about a
something that
stuffed
is
dragon's
going
head
to
in one of the
bring me
dining rooms.
memories of
It's settled, Dennis.
a past
You,
relationship
me,
that
and
didn't
the Elf
end
Song
the
Tavern.
greatest.
First thing when we arrive.
get
If we
it.
see you there, we'll get you a pint. For your finder's fee.
Get it. Definitely get it.
Especially,
I suppose we'll
we
start in the
almost
outer-
shared a
Your
child
spiced
together
tea
as
is
well.
life-changing. And I can bake up almond cakes 20 at a
Almost.
time.
Miscarriage.
No!
My love, you were a caravan escort for 3 days.
She
And you quit in the middle of
did not want it.
You sound like your father.
Oh,
Well, it was his caravan.
Yes. She...
that
I
seems
think
like
that
a
is-
painful memory, and I am sorry that is a difficult memory.
Yeah, she was correct, I will say that. We were not ready for a child.
But that doesn't.
That doesn't make it easier, and the way she went about convincing me to okay the procedure
Well, not that she
opened
needed
my
to, okay.
eyes to things she was doing.
Easy money.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
I do see that we
Yeah.
have a new viewer in chat.
Boom!
We have a spoon with us.
We have a spoon. Wait, don't talk about the Todgers.
Oh, but I love to talk about Todgers. I mean,
So-
Todgers can be fun, especially when they're not attached to men.
Really?
Sure. Blood excites me.
I mean, no offense to men, it's just men are complicated.
I was just about to say the same thing.
I
It
mean,
gets complicated.
at best we're man children, so like
Could be worse.
at worst, at best we're man children. At worst, we think we've grown up.
I wouldn't say at best you're man children, but I would say at worst they think they've grown up when they haven't. I would agree with the second.
Easy money.
I wouldn't say the best
Right.
men can be is man children, because there
I-
are men, rare as they can be, but you yourself, Jester, my dear, make it clear that there are men who are not men children.
I mean, I can't list myself out of it. Like, granted,
No.
I
A man
like,
child isn't somebody who can enjoy childlike things, who can enjoy, you know, a man child is somebody who I think man child
Lad was too young.
connotes an emotional immaturity.
For his sake, I hope he's dead already.
I think my thing is mostly like I know that I struggle with emotional maturity.
That awareness
Where did I put that?
is what makes you not
Lee and Roland
a
would never
man
admit
child.
it, but they take an arrow for the other. Also stab each other.
Okay.
Not sure what will come first.
I think.
Thanks for cutting in.
I mean,
I
I don't
don't
know
know.
you very
I-
well.
I
So,
know that
you know,
I am
I can't say, but from what I know of you,
We should have left by now.
you
more
seem very
nervously.
self-aware. And I
Instead,
wouldn't
we're just sitting
necessarily
here,
think that was
practically
true of
begging to be
most
attacked.
people
Staying
I
is
would
a
call
mistake.
man child or woman child or, you know, any kind of adult child.
You don't understand. My apprenticeship with the Roakin begins shortly. I cannot be late.
Okay.
Yes,
I'm
that's
doing
the
a much
It has been a
faster
long
job
day.
of painting this
Lives in
side of my
Ramesses
boot,
Tower in the upper
or this
city.
boot, than I did
very
last
same.
night at the other
Word
boot.
in Waterdeep has it he's a bit of a cad.
Show a picture
Yes.
He's an
in the
accomplished
Discord
wizard.
chat.
Sure.
The greatest spellcaster
Yes,
along
please.
the sword coast.
I
art.
As if
already
I'd settle
took
for a
some
lesser
actually,
minotaur.
just for my
In
own,
that case, I'd very much appreciate it if you could arrange an introduction
because
should we reach
I'm
the city.
a little
Oh my
proud,
god, Owl!
a
What the
little
heck
sad
did you-
at the coloration.
Common
What?
gossip.
Okay, Lecture Owl
The
dropped
byproducts
the
of
most
ignorance and jealousy. I've admired the
random
Roakin for years.
TikTok in
Never
the
dreamed to dance
Discord
on it.
chat.
But I've worked myself to the bone for this.
He's
Few can
just
match
like,
me in either magic or talent. The
Totally
names
out of
Roland and
pocket.
Roakin will be known far and wide. You'll
I
see.
need to work on this. I have there are too many Discords. Is that everybody has to have a damn Discord? And
You mean a
It should-
server?
like make it to where people do not have to all have their own damn Discord, or at least have more interactivity between Discords so that like
oh, Owl has left us. So I
All
will
right.
have to,
Oh.
like,
Those
tell
goblins
them
will rue
how
the day they chose to
pictures
tangle with
don't
this grove.
show the
deep
section
You
in
and
my
I would do some
90s soul that
there
that
or to show the before and after, although they're not entirely a before and after,
You.
because what
Saw you
happened
fighting those slimy
is that they were like a
bastards.
mahogany,
Fancy a
and
bowl?
then
Best to fill your belly now, while we still
and
can.
then I washed them, and the color came right out, and I
You've
was
been in
kind of
hard
pissed.
times too, huh?
right.
And now they're going to be black because
Look in your
I
eyes says
don't have
otherwise.
a mahogany and the
Here,
like
have more.
or a
We'll need every bit
cherryish
of strength
type
to make it to
deal.
Baldur's Gate. Trust me.
And when I went looking for it,
What I'd do
it
for some salt.
What is the term? What feel?
Jester, did you do something to your microphone?
Wait, what?
It sounds like,
It's a little echoey.
yeah,
I
it
couldn't
was
hear-
fine. Now it's fine.
Hi,
Oh no, yeah, now fixed.
hi. It switched me to my phone
Oh,
because
Aha.
I was sending pictures
So much better now.
and I didn't realize it.
You really have By the way, you have a lovely voice.
If it
You
isn't the
really
talk
have
of the camp.
a
I
very
I
lovely voice.
I have been told that I have a very soothing voice, and
Yes.
Color in those cheeks, Petal.
I should probably do like a
Auntie Ethel will sort you out.
well, sort of like this,
potions
where
galore.
it's like, hey, this is your relaxing bedtime stream. However,
Bedtime
nothing as
stories.
fancy as
Oh my
that.
god, you could read
But I
bedtime
come from a
stories.
long line of women.
that's true. I could. We should probably like, but
You know
like,
what? I would love
You
to fall
take a
asleep
sip of
to you
that
reading
and you'll
bedtime
feel
stories.
right as
I mean,
rain,
like,
sweetie.
oh my.
oh,
Okay.
that sounded aggressive. But
Oh, 'tis just a healing.
I mean,
pot.
I
You just
had
look like
asked
you might
my
need a pick-me-up.
coworker,
I'm sorry to go on about it.
like,
Are you all
so
right? You're looking awful
as a
peaked.
delivery driver, one of the
I've
things that
seen
you
it
are
all.
throughout the
I
day
once had a fella who'd
is
been
effectively
caught
a
dabbling
cash
with a
register.
dryad. The wife was none too
And so at
pleased
the
and
end of the day,
introduced
they
him to
have to
potty
count down the
pouring
cash
oil.
register.
But worry not.
Make sure that
I've
it's,
fixed
you know,
him
all
up,
there.
and depending on the light,
So at the end
oh,
of the
by the way,
day,
hold on.
you
Quick pause. That old
Okay.
woman with all the dirt on her face, that
Whatever
is
ails you,
exactly what
I
my
promise
kids
I've
looked
seen
after
worse.
a long, hard day of
What is
playing
it,
in the
Petal?
yard.
What's wrong?
It's
as they should,
everywhere. Yeah, no,
As
it
we
was
as
good.
count
they
your
should.
adventure,
Made me
Auntie
happy.
Ethel nods along,
So
her eyes wide.
at the end of the day, she was
Poor pet. My
trying
heart goes
to
out to you truly.
clean up some
I
stuff,
see no sign of a
and I was like,
tentacle yet,
hey,
but that could change in an
if
instant.
you
need help.
or I'll do
Serious
that
help.
if you'll check me out.
I've ne'er a potion or lotion
And
here that could do it, but
then I was like,
I may have something at
okay,
home.
I hate saying that, like, cause like that
I've collected some
it's really
interesting
awkward
bits and bobs over the
turn of
years.
phrase that
You'll have to stop by
has been
my
turned
house,
into
just at the
multiple
edge of the
meanings
forest.
in weird
me mark it
ways.
on your map.
It's like, no,
I'll
this
be
is not what I
heading
mean.
back soon, so I can meet you there.
Because like
If you need anything, I have
the
some
look
nice
she was
names
giving,
for
I'm like,
sale.
no, I
Check you out.
Hey, bother.
yes, no, just please give me.
Oh, no, I know awkwardness.
Yep.
It's like
Yep.
it's like that connotation didn't even occur to me. Don't blame me for it.
Yeah, I'm just like, you know, I really hate, I hate that phrase. Just
Been there. You just say something and people look at you like you're crazy and you're like, I didn't even think about what it sounded like. I'm sorry.
I mean, in fairness, whenever somebody looks at me like I'm crazy, I do have the option of just shrugging because I am crazy. So, well, actually,
I mean,
no, that's not true. I'm not crazy. See, crazy would be backsliding from insanity. And I'm just not into backsliding.
You're
like
way
that.
behind that. You're way up.
Yeah. We're progressive here. We go all the way.
We go all the way. We are going to go straight for psychoticness.
Well, hold on. Psychoticness is a criminal thing.
No, I
yeah.
have known people who suffer from psychosis who are.
I
mean, like.
Okay.
You can be a psychotic without being criminal.
Okay. I don't know if I count as psychotic. I think that's my mother, but
I probably don't either.
we don't need to get into that on stream. Yeah.
Yeah, that might be a tangent for another time.
That's a tangent for off stream entirely until I don't live in her what do they call this? A penthouse? I think I don't know, like Yeah. Until I can
Attic?
escape her clutches.
Is attic the word you're looking for?
It is not an attic, no. There's no basements
Sorry,
here
teasing
either.
you.
Unfortunately, I live in a hellhole where they don't have basements or attics, so...
If you don't mind saying, where, generally speaking, do you live? I'm sure you've told me before, but I have a terrible memory for that sort of thing.
South Carolina.
You're not far from me. I'm in Virginia. I mean, like, not far in American terms.
I definitely understood, because, like, I mean, my, so my first vacation happened when I was, I kid you not, 5 months old. My mother drove from northern Illinois to visit her sister in Texas.
Yeah.
Um,
my entire childhood, every
on the road.
2 years, my parents would pack us all up in the minivan, and we would camp our way across the country, stopping at all of their various friends' houses along the way and staying there, you know, a night or two, seeing national monuments and other various things, heading out to the west where my parents' family was and hitting family reunion. We'd be gone about 6 weeks, and it would kind of take us from Virginia up through the north.
Nothing's wrong.
And then
Just
when we
get
got to
back.
the west, down through Idaho, Utah, Arizona, New Mexico, back
It's
through
the
the
front
south,
one.
and up
I
to
chipped it on the
Virginia
evil
again.
thing.
wait, what did the rat say? Ow, my what? Oh, my tooth. I chipped my tooth. Poor rat. We have to fix his tooth. Or her tooth.
Poor baby.
Is it a boy or a girl?
It sounded like a male voice. Oh, okay, hold on.
Okay.
Let me see. Zoru.
Mordai's eyes.
Also,
My friend's blood not
here's the truly weird part.
Come to rip me open too.
Now, my father would go on
Kresh
vacation,
Kalir, a formal greeting
but
begins with a
my
bow.
mother
Is this
would
monster
go,
with you?
and take us basically once a year to
You dare
Texas for
interrupt.
like the first
Has the
15
tadpole
years
ravaged
of
your
my
senses?
life. Okay? And she would drive with me and my sister, who's a few years older than me, but
Thanks.
like 3
3
years older than me.
On the road.
So
Baldur's Gate.
imagine like you
Near the
have a
mountain pass.
5-month-old and a
Saw us what
3-month-old.
we saw it. Jammed its blade
But my
through
father
yours belly,
never went with.
straight to the other side. And I just...
So my mom would make that drive solo.
The map. Show me.
That does not sound fun.
I mean,
no hard feelings.
I get on her case for not being sane, but I do want to iterate that I understand what happened to her sanity. Like, I don't understand how you would even make that trip with a 3-month-old or with a 5-month-old and a 3-year-old.
The last time a subordinate questioned my judgment, I ate tongue stew that very night.
I would get
warned
about
you, didn't I?
4 hours in and lose my shit.
Real trouble.
Well, I did drive from Utah to Virginia
Your tantrum
over
proves
the
you
course
no
of
wiser
3
than a
days
hatchling.
with
The
a
tiefling was clear. If there are a Githyanki west of here, that must be our
14-year-old and
objective.
2-year-old.
Purification cannot wait.
Okay.
It was also extraordinarily
The Kresh
not
holds
fun,
the Zaithisk.
and
It will
not
cleanse us
something
of the
I would do
parasite.
regularly.
By covenant,
by
I can
any
say no
stretch
more.
of the imagination. It was
See, yeah, that's the thing that like
awful.
I am unfamiliar
buggers
with the,
my
well,
thing
I
is
shall not say
like
culture. Custom, perhaps.
if
You
I
will
hadn't
educate
been
me
in
on
the
matters of
car,
this fey
I
run.
would tell you that it's a lie that she went ever again because no one would ever choose to do that again.
Well, I suppose. I mean, honestly,
A few warlocks
you
in
know,
my
I have
time.
to, I have to, I
Talented,
have to
of course. They're sometimes too
retract a
eager
bit
to listen to the
because
devils on their
if
shoulders. Comes with the territory, unfortunately.
if the incentive was good enough, like if it was like going
The
to see
Blade
my
of
parents
Frontiers.
for a month once
Let's
a
hope
year,
Will lives up to
I
his name.
think
We'll
that
need all
I
the help we can get.
probably would have done this trip with, you know, a 13-year-old and a 2-year-old
I mean,
once a year if, you know,
yeah. Like
the
I
business
definitely
end was good enough.
Fine.
I
What's
It sounds
anyone-
awful, but
I don't think I've ever
I
had a confidant
definitely
quite like you.
understood why she took
if I had
my sister down over and over again. But like at least until like a little bit of self-autonomy
Damn it! It's just not
showed up,
landing.
I don't understand why she kept bringing me.
Nothing
Like
but goblins in the wild out for blood,
did she,
and the
I
druids
is
in
there
here looking to
anyone
kick us out.
trustworthy to keep
Or worse,
to leave you with?
we need to be ready for a fight. But I'm useless
mean,
with a sword.
I would like to believe, considering that she stayed married to my father until I was in my 30s, that she at least somewhat trusted him.
Oh no, I missed that part.
That's the thing. They were yeah. They remained married. They like there were I'm just going to phrase this as I have a deep affinity for a certain Big and Rich song. If you catch my drift here.
I don't. I'm sorry, not even a little bit.
Sorry, I'm an uncultured swine.
I see I have okay, well, let's just do it the fun way. It was a big showdown. Oh god, I need to look it up so that I get it
the
right.
last time
Yes,
I
please
warned
do.
you, didn't I? You ought to reconsider keeping her around before she causes real trouble.
The tiefling was clear. If thou art get west, the creche holds the Zathis. By covenant, I can say no more.
Okay.
You will educate me on matters of this fey run.
Okay. So the chorus, it was a big showdown. Oh yeah, we stood our ground. Shot out the lights. It got a little crazy. I don't want to see us go the way of the buffalo. Don't want to have another Wild West show.
So things were combative.
Yeah.
That's not a nice way to grow up. I'm sorry.
Step,
Hey, you know, I get to be a fun person because of it.
just not
You
landing.
know?
You have a better
Talent like this doesn't come from nowhere.
need to be ready
It
for a
comes
fight.
from
But I'm useless with a sword.
certain childhoods. Yes.
Oh, I understand. And
I'll try and brace
I
them
was
better.
lucky enough to have parents
Like
who
so.
Step,
they had
brace,
a fantastic
parry,
relationship. I mean,
swing.
like,
Yes.
even without rose-colored glasses.
You
Even,
really know what you're doing.
My father died
Found
in
this by the
2006,
road.
so
Bet
even
you'll
10
put it
years
to good
later,
use.
And talking to my mom about everything.
Oh,
and,
yes.
you know,
I'll bite my tongue when
they
the time
truly
comes.
had a wonderful
Hopefully, it's just the goblins we have to worry
relationship.
about. The druids
And
are treating us like
I
vermin.
am happy.
But
that
I'll
you
keep
had
I
it.
love that for them. I
Thank you.
love that for them. That doesn't mean, you know, that I didn't have my share of childhood chaos, because
We all
I
have
had
some.
3 brothers.
Ooh, I mean that must have been exciting. I don't
Well, my
know about
oldest brother
good,
was
but
10 years older than me. My second oldest brother was 5 years older than me. And then my younger brother was 17 months younger than me. So, it made for an interesting childhood, especially since my oldest and youngest brothers were severely dyslexic, and my middle brother was adopted. So we all had our
I applaud your taste.
our thing. You know what I
you
mean?
know, I'm still frustrated about that with my cousin's children. I don't know what that, I guess first cousins is the term for your cousin's children. I think it gets really stupid at that point. But like, I
You
was
broke up, at least for me.
oof.
Can you repeat that? I'm sorry.
What's next?
You reminded me of a frustration I had with my cousins. Like her oldest son is dyslexic. And I was the first one who noticed that he was dyslexic. And despite the fact that she lives in Illinois, where the school systems have pretty robust infrastructure, if not like I won't say it's not a fight, because it is definitely a fight. I know this from my sister and I, because like mostly basically the school board doesn't want to help you get your children diagnosed.
Or at least they're disinclined to, unless you insist on it.
Yes. However, if you do know the laws, or at least that you have the legal right, it is your legal right in Illinois to get assistance from the school board in getting your children tested for basically any disability, and then got some assistance in that. Yes. But despite that, I was noticing that he was doing these weird tricks to get his letters written right, and then I was like, okay, try not tracing them for me. And the moment he stopped tracing them, they started going at weird angles. And I was a little sensitive to this information because my sister is also dyslexic. So I was like, yeah, no, I think your son is dyslexic. You might want to talk to the school about getting him tested. And she went on this whole diatribe about how her son was just going to have to deal with it.
My computer just do?
I don't know.
Just totally kicked me out of Discord. Sorry.
God. Wow.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know what it.
I'm apparently not allowed to tell you this story.
Yes,
I think that's the
want me to know.
Jesus says no. F you. Maybe because Jesus doesn't want to test you on this particular one because you would probably want to defenestrate my cousin.
Well, I want to defenestrate like lots of things because defenestrate is such an amazing word, and throwing things out the window seems like a very cathartic thing to do.
Did you
So,
know there was a dude who was defenestrated twice?
no, but tell me all about it because I would
Uh,
love to know about a dude who is defenestrated twice.
I mean, there's not much. There's not much information, but like the he did something to piss off his king, and so his king ordered him defenestrated. And
Which, by
he,
the way, in case anybody is wondering, and I didn't make it clear enough, means to throw someone out the window.
yes.
Wasn't it? Where was it? Was it like Holland or like Austria? It was like one of the European countries. They had um a rash of defenestrations. Like it became the most popular place to throw people out of windows.
To be honest, at some point or other, basically every country has had a rash of popular defenestrations.
Well, this one like held a
My
record.
theory is that the word is
I
just so cool that people
I
just want to
believe Austria does. I think they are one that does have some records in it. I do know that during one of the French revolutions, defenestration
Of
was
Prague.
also. Oh, it was Prague. Yeah, that makes sense. Prague is.
Prague. Yeah, no, that does make sense.
What?
Defenestrations in Prague. What could be more delightful?
Listen, Prague. I'm not an expert. I'm definitely not qualified to go through it because I'm one of those people who just like reads it and then it all becomes like a giant amalgamation mass.
Oh,
But
same
Prague's history is always worth a revisit, and like they are insane in a delightful way.
It says the Czech Republic, specifically the city of Prague, historically part of Bohemia, is strongly associated with the act of defenestration and is often referred to as its spiritual home.
Okay, that's it. I think I now know where I went up. Yep, that's it. I want to try and when I defect from the U.S., I want to try and go to Prague.
For the defenestrations.
Yes.
Is it because you would like to be the defenestrator or the defenestratee?
I mean, if I'm gonna engage in defenestration, I'm not leaving this country because there's plenty of defenestrations to be done here. And I don't know if there's many defenestrations to be done in Prague these days.
So you
I
would
imagine,
like Prague to
honestly,
be the defenestratee.
like I actually have to imagine that there are not many defenestrations to be done in the spiritual home of defenestration because
they would have already gotten them done.
They either have gotten them done
This place
or
is off limits.
the officials have the awareness that defenestration is always an option.
You know, her grimace of
better
pain.
behave.
Something is wrong with
Yeah,
her legs.
like
Damn it!
Threat of defenestration.
Don't
well,
look
I
at me
would
like that. You can stay. Just keep your hands to yourself, all right?
Hey, yep. But I don't want to go too much into that. However, I think that world politics could be fixed if we simply
more defenestrations.
Not defenestrations, actually. This is shocking, but I have changed my mind that defenestrations are the #1 option.
I'm as strong as a bugbear and fearless.
All right.
Of course, she also warned of side effects.
All right. So here it is.
Now
we
I'm
just
stuck
have to
guarding
marry
crates.
3 different technologies. Opinion polls, cages of certain anatomical parts, and like love sense. You know how like
I guess
model
being fearless won't help if an arrow comes flying
models
right at
on
me.
certain types of sites can
Here.
have
Very
these
mercenary of
certain
you. I wouldn't have done it any differently.
items that the viewers can interact with. So imagine if
I don't know anything about that. No, literally, I know nothing about what you're talking
about. Okay. Basically,
no, I'm actually being totally serious.
I understand. I'm trying to engage with explaining it without being explicit.
Is this basically another one that we're gonna have to do in a private chat?
No, I think I can say it without being totally explicit.
Clever. Okay, talented.
Okay.
Let's go.
Basically, you give the model money. And when you give the model money, they have an item that is attached to them in a way that raises their endorphin levels. In a fun way that
so like a certain donation turns on perhaps we'll call it the fan.
Did that?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Okay, so
still nothing.
He's really hot and sweaty.
Maybe it just needs time to wear off.
Amount, and that
fingers crossed the goblins don't return anytime soon.
The fan.
Now, now this case use, we would make it to where a certain object on all politicians is locked away unless they maintain a certain level of satisfaction to their voter
base. Viagra? Is it their Viagra that we're gonna lock away?
No. A literal cage.
Oh!
They're little,
They're... My foot. It moved.
They're little general.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Whether male or female, we would just lock those items up, and they would be required to maintain certain high levels of polling, or they couldn't do anything with those.
But I'll turn a blind
eye. I
just don't touch anything. All right.
A lot of politicians, I mean, like, they're fairly. I'm not convinced, for instance, that Mitch McConnell has had sex in this century.
In this century, that's probably not a big reach.
Right? I mean, like, it's been 25 years. It's still a significant amount of time, but it's conceivable. really very easily conceivable.
I mean, that's true, but also that like that would go with term limits and other changes. Like, I'm not saying this would be the only thing we would do.
I feel more like maybe like a belt, like around
I mean,
something
I mean,
delicate.
I think we can workshop this. I'm definitely open to workshopping this.
Yeah, no, I
Probably
think we need
not.
to.
Probably not entirely on Vic's stream. I don't think this is the atmosphere she's going for.
You guys
He
seem
is
very determined
very tolerant of
to
us.
tiptoe around stuff on my stream. What are you trying to get up
No,
to recently?
honey, you're very tolerant of us, darling.
You
You're
really
very,
are.
very tolerant of us.
Also,
And
was
you're
that
just
intentional
determined to
just now?
misbehave.
Was that intentional just now?
This place
What?
is off limits.
You asked what we've been getting up to recently.
I mean, no. I'm honestly, my
No,
my attention's
no.
been
No,
divided.
it's Vic. It was not It was not intentional. It's Vic.
Okay. I
when
didn't.
when she's making a dirty joke.
Damn it!
You'll
Was
know it.
inventory today.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Nerves are shot after the attack.
I mean, I
Do
don't
what you
know.
gotta do.
I might not. I'm
Sorry if I
incredibly
don't show.
dense.
I just fall back down. Bloody potion.
Like, it's shocking
the
how
old
dense
lady
I
to
can
her
be
crypt,
when
she
I
also
spend
warned of
so
side
much time being the
Should've
one
listened.
telling the
Now I'm
jokes,
stuck guarding
and then
crates.
suddenly I get one back, and it's like, and
All right.
yeah, Andrew
I guess
has
being
a point
fearless
though.
won't help
Like,
if an arrow comes flying
he
right
is a
at me.
turtle.
Here.
Very
I
mercenary
mean,
of you.
I'm pretty
I
sure
wouldn't have done it any
his
differently.
grandmother on his father's side was literally a great tortoise.
I mean, really, my question is, okay, this will bring up a terrible-ish movie. I mean, I enjoyed it when I watched it, but in fairness, I think I was like 8.
Risk being an open view.
Does anybody remember Master of Disguise?
Yeah, I do.
Yes, of
Long time
course
ago.
I do. I'm old.
Okay.
I never saw it, but I do enjoy. What's his name? Garvey. Dana Garvey.
Dana Carvey is awesome.
Harvey. See, that's
What?
how long it's been. I put a G in front of his poor name.
I was going to correct without making it explicit, but yeah.
Oh, I don't mind.
Well, I have soft skills, and sometimes I like to use them.
Well, I appreciate it.
Anywho, but you remember the commercials at least, where like the Turtle Club bit? I am convinced that Mitch McConnell was the inspiration for that.
I think so.
Right.
I mean, it's not like he looked any different 15 years ago.
No, like, has he even aged?
I can't tell. I mean, he might actually be a giant turtle. Like, the Galapagos turtles that are like hundreds of years old.
Yeah,
like the 1 or 2 that are left.
Yeah, I'm convinced that Mitch McConnell has been old for 34 years.
He may have been old the moment he left his mother's body.
That's possible true too. Like I don't think I've ever seen a picture of him not old.
I'll tell you, I
Granted.
have seen pictures of uh I really don't want to flag anything, so I'm not sure if I should say um Hitler as a baby.
Yeah, Mr.
Creepiest looking
88.
baby ever. Creepiest looking baby ever.
Well, also
I,
the
oh,
imagery back then kind of made children look creepy altogether. But
True. True.
to be honest, when he was a child, I'm kind of surprised that there's pictures of him as a child.
I don't need
Oh,
any
there
attention
are a
right
few.
Normally in those days, the only way you really got a photo of your baby or your child was like as a moratorium memento. Yeah.
Not. It depended a little bit on your socioeconomic class. It depended on social, you know,
Yeah, there's
grouping.
the
His parents were
I know they were rich enough to put him into art school.
yeah, and they were also liberal enough to be okay with him being in art, both of which argue for possible embracing of newer technologies. But even then, I mean, like, he was growing up in the early 1900s.
Yeah.
Cameras were not really new anymore by then. They were still kind of something for rich people or well-off people, at least something a little special. They certainly weren't like camera phones are today, where you take pictures of everything. They were much more complicated and involved than that, but they weren't rare by any stretch of the imagination.
I will say that there were popping up at that time like uh early nature photographers and
What?
which is actually one of my favorite quest lines in Red Dead Redemption 2. And then as part of the epilogue of Red Dead Redemption 2,
goodness, I
John
didn't even see that.
John Marston puts together enough money to get a photo taken with his family, and you even get to like play with outfits and stuff before you take the photo.
Yeah, yeah, and back then most families could afford a family portrait or two. I mean,
Yeah.
even the lower class ones scrape together
Yeah.
enough money once or twice over the course of 30
Yeah.
years.
I
But they are there. It was also a pretty big business in like places like beach, touristy places
yeah.
for you know that kind of photography.
Have a good night, Randall.
Yeah,
Um
yeah. Have a good one. Welcome back, Brian.
Enjoy Diablo.
Actually, I have just realized that has made me realize that I think I'm at the end of my spoons, and if I don't say good night now myself, I may disgrace myself by falling asleep and snoring.
I totally feel you.
Okay.
I'm actually, yeah, I'm probably gonna go a little bit after 11, so we've got about maybe a little over 30 minutes left. So we'll definitely be joining
But
you
I
soon.
think, yeah, I'm gonna head out now. Love you guys so much.
Love you too. Thank you for
Good
joining.
night. Too.
Have a good night.
Yay.
Bye.
Ah. Okay. I can wear my boots again tomorrow. I've
Awesome.
successfully painted them. I don't know if I guess dye them, not paint them, but when you're dyeing them with a paintbrush, I I,
But,
I feel like I'm allowed to
yeah.
get liberal with my
I wonder what the
word
next move is.
usage. Also, it's art,
What?
so
What? Come
Wait!
on. That's not what I was
You
doing.
promised!
Goodness. For goodness sake. I wasn't even leaving. What is with this?
I don't know.
It's like I can't move like 2 feet and she freaks out. I was just literally just transferring over to do what I promised. Like, good grief.
Oh no.
This is when I'm like, fuck it. I'm reloading because it's being stupid.
Yeah, I do that sometimes with Red Dead when it's like, hey, you're gonna have like a $250 fine in this spot. I'm just like, no, I'm not.
My faith will guide me.
You have a bounty of $250. Do you want to pay off the bounty? No, I want to reload my last save.
Stories.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Oh no, it froze. Boy, if it isn't one thing, it's another. Wow.
This
Now I gotta
brought
restart.
this stream brought to you by fuck ups.
Mhm. This is ridiculous. Let me. I gotta do a force shutdown on BG3. Sorry, I know it looks like a white screen. Just give me a minute. All right. 1 second. Please gonna fix it. Where's my phone? Did I drop that? Oh, here it is.
I need to start streaming this week. Yes, yes. Forgot it was Monday. How did I forget it was Monday?
I know I've got to get ready for an appointment tomorrow. That's why I've got to end before midnight tonight. So a little after 11, I'll close the stream.
I have to make calls, or at least I have to set for college orientation.
Oh, what you up to with college orientation?
I was thinking on welding programs, although I'm not entirely set. I need to look at more at what programs are on offer before I commit.
Sure.
Because while I definitely want to
Wits and
learn
blades
welding,
always
I
sharp.
can do that as a what's the term?
My foot.
Either a hobby or
It moved.
make it into like an
Thank you.
art
Thank you so
thing.
much.
Yeah.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Look, between us, just don't touch any.
All right, time to skulk about.
Let them come. Goblins, gnolls. Right. I'm ready. Water. My dagger.
Swing and swivel and wait. Wait. No lunch.
I just want a little look.
Never buying a potion off that old bat again.
Pages being adjusted. Between screens about hygiene traveling on the road, your eyes settle onto this section. There were those that warned me against straying from the river, but I was out searching for an adventure. And where better than the fields of the dead? Living in Baldur's Gate, one hears much about this grand grassy plain, but one never visits. And for a place with such a desolate name, it is positively teeming with life. Well, perhaps not teeming, but there are honest farmers to be found there, and a large number of ravens. Alas, I had no time to venture near the huge hills, or barrows, as locals call them, but I am told that ancient artifacts are all but bursting underground. A fine spot for a little relic hunting.
Let them come. Goblins, gnolls. I'm ready.
Like its will be done.
Is that everything?
No time to rest.
Swing and swivel and wait. Wait. No lunch. Excellent. The evil thing's gone. Now, where was I?
Never buying a potion off that old bat again.
I don't like the look of that mushroom. I should stay clear.
Music really more skinning. Okay, we'll head back.
We will search far and wide. You
15 far and wide. Each one to understand how it acts
So-
inside.
Are you a big fan of the of like a lot of D&D games?
I'm kind of new to everything, so
Okay.
not necessarily.
Have you ever heard of Neverwinter Nights?
I mean, I'm aware of Neverwinter, but I've never like played it or anything.
No. Not Neverwinter.
Goblins,
Neverwinter
druids,
Nights.
grab what you can and get.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with it.
Okay, because well, Neverwinter is a town. Well, it's a city in it's a city, but also there was way back, I guess 20 years ago now, I want to say, because my sister gave it to me when I was 15. She gave me Neverwinter Nights, and then there was Neverwinter Nights 2. And wait, what am I being asked?
Andrew asked, are there even any scholarships or federal funding for school now?
They are saying that you can apply for them.
Get out of the way.
She didn't kill your brother, Arca. You're better than this.
So they still have FAFSA up at this point. We will see. I think it's the big beautiful bill I don't think has fully passed yet, so I don't think they've fully defunded everything quite yet. But it'll happen soon, probably. We'll see. I guess there's some question on if it can pass the House.
I need to ask the Jester of Chaos a question.
Oh my. Let me see.
So there's a goblin that's locked in a cage, and this tiefling is threatening to shoot her. The goblin says, "Shoot before you lose your nerve, tiefling, if you ever had it to begin with." My options are, shut up, those words could be your last, step between the crossbow and the goblin, or do nothing. Which is more chaotic?
Okay. My instinct is to do number 2, but shut up is probably the more chaotic.
Yeah,
because that's like raising the hackles of both the imbeciles in the room.
Because I've done 2 where I stepped between the crossbow and the goblin, but that was like on my paladin, where it was all about justice and doing the right thing, and you don't shoot a prisoner, an unarmed prisoner, that sort of thing. That's just an execution. Whereas for her, I mean, she's about I mean, she's about doing the right thing if it's beneficial. She doesn't like seeing stupid people do, stupid combat, but she also
Yeah,
likes the path of least resistance.
that makes sense.
That's where my pain started using the adventure Dragon Heist. Interesting. Okay, so you say one? Is that is
Yeah.
that okay?
Give me a second though. Me.
Hey, Mark, good to see you.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready for this show.
All right,
It
let's
was a
see.
big showdown.
Shut up. Those words could be your last.
I'm not afraid. Chosen by the absolute, I am. I'm blessed. Oh, I'll bless you, all right.
Should I move in front or watch what happens?
I would watch what happens at this point. I mean, the goblins said they're chosen.
Here it comes.
At this point, they're
Little
asking
beast.
for,
Well, she did.
That goblin won't be the last.
She made her
This,
choice.
I know yeah, bit of a fish in a barrel there. You could have given her a fighting chance.
Fighting chance. That's more than Cannon got.
Shoes.
No, Cannon had a fighting chance.
Please leave us be. This isn't a good time.
Let's hit the road, Memnos. I'm sick of this place.
Soon.
I forget. What did I choose? I chose entertainer, right? As my background.
I believe that's what you told me.
Yeah, you live to sway and subvert your audience, engaging common crowds with high society. Preserving art and bringing joy to the hapless and downtrodden heightens your charismatic aura. Okay, so I gotta keep that in mind as well. Let me entertain. Do I have to? Okay, cool. I don't have to open it. Nice. And then I can sell that.
Ooh. Man, how I'm tempted to send
Yeah,
this.
Mark, I'm playing a bard. I decided I wanted to do something that wasn't my usual, where I'm my original playthrough that I did was with a I can't reach it? Why can't I reach it? That's strange. Well, I don't think there's anything in here anyway. I think it's just a jail cell. That's like if I get caught by the guards or something. But yeah, so my first playthrough is with a paladin, Oath of Ancients, and she is all like for justice and doing the right thing and protecting nature and all that stuff. And I just wanted to do something that was like a little more, true, neutral, chaotic neutral sort of thing. And I wanted something fun. I wanted to be a performer. Just to throw at him. I had a stock of Rotten Tomatoes in my bag to throw at Justin every time he tried to perform. That's great. I do every now and then. Especially when I'm signing off. I I have her play the lute as I'm signing off. We've done almost everything. I still gotta talk to the blacksmith.
Oh my god.
Thanks for fighting off those goblins. If you need to replace any gear,
I don't
just
know
ask.
how I
My selection's
accidentally
pretty
ended up
slim.
on Facebook.
I had to leave most of my equipment in Elturel. Of sorts.
Thank you, Facebook.
Used to be a bread and butter tinsmith before Elturel fell into
people can't do math.
These days, my talents are more eclectic. Learned a lot in my time in the Hells. Hope to forget most of it. But between you and me, there's nothing in all the realms
You
like
should just
the
kind of
power
ignore
of
me.
infernal machinery. Alas, my offerings are far more humble these days.
Let's see what we got. What do you do? Prevent your target from regaining hit points. I kind of rarely. Yeah, I really don't need that. I will take an arrow of lightning. What's this? A great club? Can anybody use that? Possibly Gale. Oh, no. Yeah, definitely not her. Okay. Oh, that's right. That's a good bow. Let me see who could use this. Exzel could. Spell Thief is better for me. Hunting Short Bow. It's one down from her, though. But against monstrosity type enemies. I like having Hunter's Mark, but it requires concentration. I think only Lae'zel has one that doesn't have a concentration spell. Oh, thank you, Mark. Yes. Humble offerings, including giving a like, that does allow more people to come join us during our streams. Take a look at the chaos that we like to spread around here. So it looks like only Lae'zel can do that. What's weird?
I mean, I'm used to being in Mark Reed's chats, not having him in mine.
Well, now we're very fancy. He's what helps makes our streams fancy.
Yes, he is here to see you though. So, yep.
Reversal.
Right.
Who is proficient in medium armor? That looks the same. That's heavy. I think Lae'zel's might be better. Yeah, hers is better. No bonus. This one bonus to strength saving throws and checks. Advantage on shelf. I don't want to lose two bonus points on her armor class. And I think we already have that. With this. That's not bad. I might do that one. And I'm pretty sure none of us have, like, actual good, like, boots and gloves and stuff. Yellow dye. Dye remover. ocean dye, orange dye, pale green dye. What's up?
You already saw mine, so.
I had the
Well, you
best
had the
time with.
option to see mine. I suppose you might not have looked.
Specifically what?
My boots.
Oh, your boots. Oh, I can't really see your boots. Uh, I don't know if did you post them in the chat or something because I didn't.
Yes, they're
Okay.
posted in the chat.
Okay, well then let me look. Oh, so did you like paint / dye one? Is that why one looks different?
Yeah. Last
Yeah.
night I dyed the one, and tonight I finished the job.
Okay. Interesting.
It's not the color I wish them to be, but
Sure.
it's the color that I had.
Gotcha. Mark says, I had the best time with telekinesis in this game. Actually hilarious to throw people out of the map. You know, Mark, I'm so greedy when it comes to loot that I really struggled to like do that. Like I want to, but I just I get like so nervous. I'm like, oh, but they could have loot that I really want. Oops. So let's have Lae'zel get. Well, first she probably needs a helmet. That's medium armor. Slither. Chainmail. That's not helpful for her. I think this is just the same. That's just the same. Okay. So you currently have dexterity for light armor. I know I have that for me. She doesn't have a helmet. So let's get Lae'zel that one. We'll get her that medium armor helmet. Also, I'm tempted to give this to Shadowheart, but let's give it to Lae'zel for now, because in this one I'm not the tank. She can hurt you anytime. That's the same. You already have that. I can't wear that. I'll give that one to Shadowheart. And then also, I think I need to give her a shield that's better, because that gives her a saving throw. So yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. And then I think the rest is just like dyes, if I wanted to get dyes. What's dye, remember? I'm cool with getting some ocean dye.
Oh, right. Midnight your time.
Yep. I'm gonna be logging off. Yeah, in about 10 minutes.
It's midnight, and then I was or that it was past midnight, and then I was like, oh wait, that's right. This is the true time zone.
Yep.
You live in the true time zone.
Exactly. Central time is best time.
I mean, it's central. So I was going to say though, Neverwinter Nights is like they remastered the game a few years ago, And not only does Neverwinter Nights have a lot of modules in it, but you can make your own modules. And I do believe that when they remastered it, they brought back sharing your modules with people.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. There's even, you don't have to play solo. But I don't really know how to play it with a friend, so if you want to play that with me, you can totally help me figure it out, because I'm an idiot.
Well, how much is the game?
I would have trouble looking that up as I own it, but I will look and see if I can figure it out.
I just wanted working through Elden Ring stuff. Yeah, like I said, I'm kind of new to DnD stuff, and I've played Dark Souls. I have not played Elden Ring. Dark Souls was fun when I could play it with a buddy. But like playing Dark Souls-ish games alone feels, I don't know, it just kind of feels empty to me.
It's $20.
Oh, yeah, that's
I
maybe if
guess
it's on sale.
Version with complete. Yeah. Oh wait, what? They're coming out with number 2 enhanced. Ooh. And then there's Buy Neverwinter Nights Complete Adventures bundle for 10% off, making it $24.29, but that's still. Yeah, I don't know.
I would
don't
purchase it
know.
for under $15.
Let's get going.
Understandable.
Which way to the nearest
Also, it's like an older version of D&D that it's based off of. I believe it's based off of 3.5, but I never looked into it. Oof.
Enough waiting. I crave blood.
There is some level of like the combat in Neverwinter Nights has an assist that's very like, do you remember how RuneScape fighting was, where it would like auto combat, but you could, you know, click to change things?
I only remember the auto combat. I didn't really play that too much. I like gave it a try.
Mm.
You know? So.
Yeah. I was playing it with my cousin, so
quite ready.
I had reasons to keep doing it.
Gotcha. Yeah, well, and I had already been introduced to World of Warcraft, and I wanted to play that instead of RuneScape for, I think pretty obvious reasons.
I mean,
No
yeah.
masters around, so might as well.
I couldn't afford World of Warcraft. That was like the bougie people and played that. I bought games that I could play for years. Oof. Oh my goodness. I have to go.
All right. I will chat with you later.
Yar, have a good night. Don't stay up too late.
Oh, I can't. I'm gonna be going in a few minutes here. And have
I
a good night,
know.
Ryan.
That's why I'm saying it. Yup. Good night, chat.
All right. So what I'm gonna do, uh, gonna sell some shit real quick, and then
Looking for steel? I have, well, something close.
sell my stuff, and then we kind of don't really have enough time to investigate one last area, really. I was going to investigate this little hidden cave with the leader. Well, let's take a look. But then I'd be wanting to loot shit. Here, I'll just go inside the stone door so that I remember that I haven't done this yet. I'm going to save here. And now we're gonna sign off. So, let's see, where's the thingy? Hold on. Actually, let's do what Mark suggested. Yeah, if only, Mark. If only we could live in the future. I'll perform right here and see what they'll do. Probably won't. They usually don't react.
We'll get to the city soon. I am not grumpy. A scowl on your face would frighten a troll.
Oh, here we go. Ooh. This is the first time they've ever reacted. Oh wow, everybody's coming. Sort of wish I could play it out. Wow, I didn't expect this. Okay, well, yeah, everybody, thank you so much for joining me today. It's been a lovely night. I hope that everybody has had some fun, that we've caused a little tranquil chaos. And you said we can make money, but right now they're just chilling. Is it like something that you do when you like finish the performance? He's kind of waving his battle axe in front of me, like, you want to put that down, sir? You're making me a little nervous. You were a wizard, you just blew shut up. Okay. Let's see what happens if I switch the song.
No helping it. We're exposed now.
Okay, so it is like a thing when you finish the song. Okay, I get it. I get it. Okay. Okay. Cool, cool. I get it now. So it's when you finish the song and then they throw it on the ground and you're just supposed to pick it up. Let's see if they still gather if I do this. Disrespect his culture.
I'll never get the smell out of my clothes. I'll have to burn them.
To burn your clothes. Wow. So uppity. Oops. Hold on. Maybe it's something like you can only do it once to specific characters on that day. This is very interesting. I wonder what happens if I do it over here. Let's do it over here and then we'll end the stream. You've helped me discover something, Mark. All right, we'll end there. Hey Dave, good to see ya. Well, I'm glad that no one's throwing Rotten Tomatoes at me, Mark. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me. It has been super fun. I'm glad that we were able to chill, have a nice moment to chat while we were going to bed. And now that we've gotten ourselves a little bit of chaos, a little bit of tranquility, uh, and a little bit of gaming, I think it's time that we call it a night. So thank you so much, guys. I want to thank everybody who joined me in chat. So that would be Jester, Miss Non Sequitur. I did see that Jen, Miss Non Sequitur's friend, joined the audience for a little bit. And thank you everybody who was in the live chat. So Mark, Ryan, Randall, Dave, we had Maya jump in here, Andrew, all kinds of people. Thank you so much for joining. If there's any other games that you would want to have me play in future streams, usually I do fantasy RPGs, so please feel free to suggest them in the comments. And when we play our games, we usually like to chat about all sorts of topics. This time we wanted to focus more on like the aspects of role playing different personality characters. So in this case, we were kind of talking about what's it like to play a chaotic character. So I wanted to do something a little more either chaotic good or chaotic neutral sort of thing. And I hope that everybody has found some use with today's performance. And I hope that I was able to entertain you. Are you not entertained? So thank you, everybody. I hope you all have a good night. Remember to like the stream, subscribe, so that we can, continue to grow and have a nice place to chill and chat, for our little skeptic community when we're ready to go to bed. So remember, this is every Monday night at 9 p.m. Central. So I will see you all next Monday. And if you have any suggestions for what you would like me to cover, either a game or a specific topic, remember, please leave it in the comments. So I hope that everybody has a lovely night. Sweet dreams.